Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video for you guys today. And today we're gonna do something a little different. Today we're gonna do, I was thinking about just doing the video game voting little thingy and then not caring. But I was like, you know what? Let's make content around the video game awards. So the video game nominees are out, and we're gonna, here on this video, we're gonna go through my nominees. I'll give you my reasons for what I'm voting for, and things of that nature. Just also give you spoilers for my own video because we are doing a video for game of the year, things like that. So this kind of will give you a spoiler on how things would go with that video. But yeah, since we're doing today's be a video where we do some voting. We're gonna vote on video game nominees. So yeah, let's get into this. Yeah, I hope you all having a good day. I hope you all feeling good. Let's get right into it. The video game awards are going to be in December. I think December 7th is the actual day. So we're going right there. So the first thing right out the bat, just right to like the main important thing, game of the year. So Alan Wake 2. I'm a massive fan of Alan Wake. I haven't played Alan Wake 2 yet because I'm kind of like strapped for cash, but I definitely plan on playing it when I can. And the way I do things is I can't give my opinion on anything I haven't played, so I can't vote for Alan Wake if I haven't played it. And I'm not going to go off, oh, people said this, but no. You had to experience things yourself. And I'll be honest with you, when it comes down to it, there's only like 2 games on this list that I've actually freaking played. I haven't played Zelda or Mario. I don't own a Switch. I never even played a Zelda game to begin with. I really do want to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but it's just not a Switch. So this comes down pretty much to Resident Evil 4 and Baldur's Gate 3. I played Spider-Man Miles Morales on PC, but I don't own a PS5, so I haven't played Spider-Man 2. But I expect it to be just as good as those 2 games. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna I can't say more than that. But when it comes to like Resident Evil 4, I think Resident Evil 4 is an awesome, amazing game. I did a video for it recently, so if you want to like hear my opinions on it, there's a video for that, like literally very recently. But I don't think it's like game of the year. I don't think it's even in the top 4, top 5 of the best games of the year, in my opinion. It's a great game. It's definitely one of the best games that came out this year. But I kind of just don't see it as being better than Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, in my opinion, has been the best game since it launched, but just in general. I've played Baldur's Gate ever since the early access, so I've had a lot of experience with it. And it's just a game that damn near doesn't really have any worth speaking of flaws. It's a generational game. Like a lot of the games on this list, even ones I haven't played, and that like I said, I'll probably end up playing Alan Wake 2. I'll end up playing Spider-Man 2 when it comes on PC. These games are all just good games, but generational games are games that stick around for like forever. Everyone talks about it forever. Everyone plays it forever. And Baldur's Gate 3 is one of those games that's like Mass Effect, that's like Witcher 3, that's like Skyrim, where he are just going to be going back to it for years to come. So that's my vote for Game of the Year. Next category, Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. It's basically the exact same freaking games without Resident Evil, obviously. So Best Game Direction, I would again put it here with Baldur's Gate. Like, I can't say anything about Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, same thing because like Mario, but I can't, just knowing what Mario is, I can't imagine his creative direction and innovation is like all that great. Whereas like Baldur's Gate 3 is very innovative for the genre that it's in, because usually that style of game doesn't try to like break the bank on graphics or voice acting. Like a lot of those kind of games have like very minimal voice acting, whereas Baldur's Gate 3 is fully voice act. Even like irrelevant characters are voice act. Everything's freaking like mocap. So it's just phenomenal in that aspect. So we're gonna go Baldur's Gate 3 again. And I'm sorry I'm talking fast. I have someone comment on my videos, you talk too fast, slow down, do this. Like, unsolicited advice, but also I'm a speech impediment, and if you're not gonna pay for me to freaking have a speech doctor, shut up. Which costs $100 like an hour at cheapest. It's a process. No, I'll try to slow down sometimes. I know I talk too fast. I've said in a lot of my videos that, hey, I know I talk too fast. You don't have to freaking tell me. Let's see what we got up next. Best Narrative. This time it changed up a little bit. Still got Alan Wake and Baldur's Gate, and this time we have 116, which again, just like Spider-Man, it's like until it comes on PC, I won't be able to play it. And I wish I had a PS5. I really do, yeah. But when you're a broke content creator, it ain't like you just buying every game that comes out, every console that comes out. I do think it's coming out. I do think we have like an actual release date for Final Fantasy 16. Whereas like Spider-Man, we don't. I imagine see Spider-Man like 2025 when it comes down to it. But we are getting 16 next year on PC, so I'll be able to play it sooner rather than later. But generally, it comes down to Baldur's Gate and Phantom Liberty. I do think Phantom Liberty's story is very, very good. I don't know if I'll call it the best story. This is about narrative right here. So I don't know if I'll call it the best story this year compared to Baldur's Gate 3. But Baldur's Gate 3's story is very good. It's very well woven together. And there's like a lot of variables in the equation of how the story plays out with each individual character and their companion quests that also feels like main quests. I don't want to be a parakeet here, or parrot. I don't know which one will be the correct terminology to use. Probably just parrot. When it comes to just saying, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Phantom Liberty's close, but I feel like the universe of Cyberpunk exists in limits its potential to have even a better story than it does. Let's go with that. Best art direction. Alan Wake is just in everything, apparently. Hi-Fi Rush, Mario, Zelda, Liza P. Even though I haven't played Alan Wake, I did see the trailers, and the visuals of Alan Wake does look very good. But it just looks like your typical realistic video game. Like there's like horror elements to it that gives like a different little art style. Hi-Fi Rush just has like that 2D, I don't want to say anime, but just cartoon look, cel shaded cartoon look. I don't really find that like impressive. I do think, like I said, even though I haven't like watched gameplay, but I've seen trailers of Tears of the Kingdom. I do think the visual style of Tears of the Kingdom is very cool to look at, but it's not unique to it, since Breath of the Wild also had that same kind of thing. So I would say Liza P, and here's why. I think Liza P just looks phenomenal. And I don't mean like just graphics, but I'm talking about like just the art style and the aesthetics of it. The environment, the atmosphere, which is encompassing from like the soundtracks itself. It's just really, really good. Next category, best score in music. Kind of unfortunate that what's it called, it didn't make this list. Liza Peaks, like I said, the soundtrack is just really good. Here's what's about Baldur's Gate. And no, this is about to be a parrot where it's like Baldur's Gate 3 again. I'm actually not gonna vote for it here. Baldur's Gate 3 music is more just background. Like I don't remember any music in Baldur's Gate 3, and that's not like a knock on the music. It's not music that's gonna like stand out to you. Hi-Fi Rush, which I did play, music is an integral part of the entire game's existence and playability, so I feel like you have to give it to Hi-Fi Rush. Best audio design. We actually recently, the last game that I played through completely on stream was Dead Space Remake. I wouldn't say the audio design there was like great. Like it was passable. It was okay. Same thing as Resident Evil 4. It's just passable, okay audio design. Like it's not like anything special. And so we're kind of left here with two games I haven't played that I have like an idea of. And then a game I have played where I wouldn't say audio design is like necessarily like, groundbreaking. And that's so we're left. This might be a situation where I actually do vote for a game I haven't played yet, because I'm basically just going to base it off like what I know of the previous games and the trailers that I have seen. Which in that sense, I'd probably go Alan Wake 2. It's just a more varied range. Like if I was going to go say Spider-Man, that would be more based on it having a good soundtrack, which is not what that category is about. Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture. So we got Ben Starr, Final Fantasy 16, Karen Monaghan for Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba, Phantom Liberty, Malaine Libert for Alan Wake 2, but probably that's her last name wrong. Neil Newborn for Baldur's Gate 3. I don't think that's the guy who voiced like freaking Asterion. I like to call him because he's trash and he's ass. Then Yuri Lowenthal, the legend himself, Peter Parker. Um, Cameron's great as Cal Kestis, but I don't feel like voice acting wise, Cal Kestis is like some kind of insane character. Like, it's a great character, but I just don't think like his voice acting isn't bad. Like, I'll make it clear. I said, because people will hear what you say, but not process what you said. It's not bad voice acting. It's just it's not like, oh my god, man, Karen Monahan just sounded insane in this freaking game. Like, I've had the reaction before when it kids like Bayek of Siwa from Assassin's Creed Origins, where I'm like, yo, oh, Chef Kiss, amazing. It just is kind of in the same spot as Karen Monahan, where it's like, it's good voice acting, but it's not like, just breaking down the door on you. So it's just good voice acting. I've only heard the voice acting for Melanie and or if I pronounce her name wrong, it just is what it is. But I've heard her voice only in the gameplay trailers. I haven't played the game yet. Like I said, I'm probably going to play within the next month or two. Again, it's kind of in the same boat as Idris and Cameron. I mean, you can say about all these guys, honestly. And then with I think Asterion is overrated. His voice acting is good, but everyone in the game is good. Like, that's the thing about Baldur's Gate 3. Every voice actor in the game does an amazing job. So it's like you can pick any of them, and then it's all kind of equal. I don't think anyone did a better job than anyone else. I mean, maybe let's like Zell. Her voice actor, I'd probably say, is a cut above a lot of characters in the game, as well as like the voice acting for the devil dude Raphael. But anyways, Yuri's Yuri. He's Sasuke. He's Peter Parker. I feel like that's might be where I go. We're gonna go to Yuri. My phone needs to stop vibrating. Now, she has a lot of options here. Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by even wider audiences. From my experience, and again, all of these games I've played of Spider-Man 2, played the first two. Turn 10, they made it like they market their accessibility like this. It's a core component of their development to make their games accessible, and that's why I'm going with them. So we're just going to go there quickly and go right through that. Game for impact, for a thought-provoking game, or the pro social media for message. I've played none of these games and heard of none of these games. So, where it's gonna go next? I'm not gonna be like this. I'm not gonna be like that person who just like click. I just noticed that my freaking camera is blocking like the last one. Hope it hasn't done that for like the entirety of it. But let's go up to read it. Best ongoing game, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. So we got Apex, Cyberpunk, Genshin, Fortnite, and Final Fantasy 14. So these are all games that I've played. Every single one of these. Genshin sucks, so let's ignore Genshin entirely. Apex is okay. I would say like is the content that it adds is just normal battle royale content that you add to a game, aka hey, here's a new legend, here's some very badly designed skins by higher better artists, and then that's it. Fortnite is Fortnite. The game hasn't really evolved in an insane way other than adding no build and like some of the I don't want to say forge, but like some of the customizable like creations that you can make when it comes to game modes. And then like it is insane licenses ability to like just have like all these crazy skins and whatnot in it. 14 is probably like right now one of the top 3, if not top 2 MMOs on the market right now. And Cyberpunk had his big 2.0 update, and then Phantom Liberty. I would say Phantom Liberty puts it in the winning spot for me. It was close between that and 14 though. I mean, and honestly, like I said, you can make a case for Fortnite. Best community support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusive social media, activity, and game updates patches. I'm sorry, I saw Destiny and I played all these games. I would want to. Here's the thing. Here's the 3 that I'm going to highlight: 14, Cyberpunk, and Baldur's Gate 3. I said this in a video recently when I made a video about should Xbox players be excited to play Final Fantasy 14 because it comes on Xbox next year. The Final Fantasy 14 community is one of the best communities I've had any experience with, and I've been gaming for a long. I'm 31 years old. I've been gaming for a very very long time. My first console was Sega Genesis. I was playing those Disney like Aladdin and Lion King games. But in my experience with online gaming, I have not dealt with a community as passionate and kind as Final Fantasy 14. They're just all so nice. Like they're all just very very nice. The community is really great. And that also stems from the fact that the developers, give them a reason to be positive. Yoshi P and his team do a very, very good job. They're very transparent. They're very responsive to things going on. And they are very proud of their community and promote their community on social media. But with that said, Baldur's Gate 3's community is pretty insane. And it's not just like Larian as a developer. They damn near respond to everything. Like it's hard for there to be rumors because Larian will jump right in immediately when people are talking about, hey, the reason why Baldur's Gate 3 is on Xbox is because it's gonna be exclusive to PlayStation. They're like, no, that's not the reason. The reason is because they have issues with the Series S support. People are like, Larian said they're gonna release Baldur's Gate 3 on December 6th. They're like, no, we don't even have a release date yet. We're just pushing for December. It could be any day in December. So like they're very responsive to like anything going on. The community is very, very positive. Other than like some dickheads towards Will, which is yeah, it's the internet. Same thing as like Shadowheart. She has some dickhead comments towards her too. But that's just video games on the internet more so than the community itself. I much like with Final Fantasy, people have interacted with the Baldur's Gate community have all been great, especially when it comes to Wolfheart FPS's community. He has a very, very good Baldur's Gate community. With that said, though, I am still going Final Fantasy 14. Best indie game. I've played none of these games, and I've heard of none of these games. So, moving on. It's best independent game. This is best indie game. Best mobile game. Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. I have played Monster Hunter, I've played Honkai, and I've played Ever Crisis. Honkai is a gacha game, and I feel like every gacha game should be viewed with an asterisk because I think gacha mechanics ruin games that could be otherwise really good. I think Honkai Star Rail, I actually used to stream it the PC version of it. It's pretty freaking solid. As a game by itself, Star Rail is a really good game. I just hate the gacha shit up when it comes to it. Ever Crisis is pretty freaking good. I haven't played a lot of it like I played with Star Rail. I'm kind of leaning towards Ever Crisis. Honest with you, I'm leaning towards it. Really, Ever Crisis. I feel like the gacha mechanics of Honkai is I'm not a fan of gambling in games. Best VR AR. I've never played a VR game, so I'm kind of like feeling like ignoring this one as well. So we're going to ignore this one as well, even though I've played like the actual games of like Resident Evil Village and Gran Turismo, but yeah. I haven't played 7 though. I haven't played Gran Turismo 7. I played other Gran Turismo games. Best action game. Armored Core, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2. I actually haven't played Ghost Runner 2. I really want to play it. I do want to start with Ghost Runner 1 first though. Hi-Fi Rush and Remnant 2. Just make it quick and short. Let's just go. We're gonna say Armored Core. Armored Core is a really good game. Best action adventure game. Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man, Resident Evil, Jedi Survivor, and Tears of the Kingdom. We're gonna go to Just Survivor. I don't want to really like. I know I said I'm going to explain things, but I'm trying to like. There's 31 of these things. I'm trying to just get through them. But I think Jedi Survivor is one of the best games this year, and I'll talk more about it in my own video where I do like my top 5 games of the year. Best RPG. I feel like this should be put into the best action game, with Armored Core and all that. Because I don't really consider it an RPG. Like I don't think of Lies of P as like an RPG. Like I think of it as an action game. in the same sense of the games that were never listed in action. But when it comes to best RPG, same thing comes to like the game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3. Best fighting game, ooh, Mortal Kombat. I'll talk about it in my video. Best family game. I played none of these games, so I'm not. If I was to pick any game here, probably Party Animals. I do have Party Animals installed on my Xbox, and I have watched T-Pain play it. This game looks hilarious, so I'm actually going to just vote Party Animals. Best sim strategy game. Play none of these games, so we're gonna move on. Best sports racing game. Ooh, this is a tough one. Reason why it's tough is because I really like Forza Motorsports. I have so much fun playing EA Sports FC, but every sport game is always the same game every year. I really love the addition of the women soccer players to Ultimate Team, and I feel like that's pulling me more towards EA over Forza. It's just the fact that they added the women's national teams and to Ultimate Team. Like, I love that shit. So we're going with EA Sports. That one thing added women to Ultimate Team. Best multiplayer. Yeah, it's Baldur's Gate 3 again. It's if you want to have, and you've seen this a lot. If you pay attention to the Baldur's Gate community, you see this like if you want to have like an ending game kind of D&D session with your buddies, you can, and you can just do whatever the hell you want. There's a lot of people who make content around multiplayer from Baldur's Gate 3, and it's just them having just like a blast. Best adaptation. So yeah, Castlevania, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, Twisted Metal, and Super Mario. This would surprise people because I feel like I know who's going to win this. It's going to be Last of Us because it's Last of Us. But I think Castlevania is better than all this content here. Honestly, when it comes to Last of Us, it says on Twitter. I'm gonna put it on here as well. Not this video, but like on YouTube as well. Where I was like, it's not really all that different from the game itself. It's even like that's a great thing. It's like, but here's the thing about me. I just kind of spit. If I want to watch content or something, I want to watch something that I haven't already seen. If I play the game and the show follows the game almost, not exactly, but almost to a T with more exposition for certain characters, then I will I'm not as like involved mentally with the show. Castlevania is just really good. A lot of the animated stuff on Netflix is really good. Most anticipated game for next year. Yeah, Tekken 8, Like a Dragon Infinite Wells, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Hades 2. I'm not all interested in Tekken, not all interested in Like a Dragon or Hades, so it comes out Star Wars and Final Fantasy, which again, I'm gonna have to wait for going on PC unless I somehow get a PS5 next year. But with that said, I think I'll be way more interested in Rebirth than Outlaws, because Outlaws is just Star Wars. It's just Star Wars. Content Creator of the Year. I don't know who these people are. The best esports game. Counter-Strike 2, Valorant, PUBG Mobile, Dota 2, and League of Legends. I would say Counter-Strike. I like Valorant. I play a lot of Valorant, but I think Counter-Strike's a better game. Best esports athlete. I keep hearing the name Faker. Don't know who the hell he is. Sorry. I mean, honestly, I don't know who any people are. Like, I've heard of the name Faker. I've heard of the name Imperial How, and that's pretty much it. So we're not going for anybody because I don't want to give anyone a disingenuous like vote. Best esports team. So you got Evil Geniuses Valorant, Fnatic from Valorant, Gaming Gladiators from Dota 2, GD Gaming from League of Legends, and Team Vitality from Counter-Strike. I know the teams like Evil Geniuses and Fnatic and Team Vitality, Never watched any of these esports. No teams from other things. Like I watch Halo esports, watch Siege esports, so and that's pretty much all I watch on esports. Gears esports here and there too. Best esports coach. Same situation. It's the same situation. We're getting like a lot of esports stuff, and it's like best esports event. I'm gonna Evo because I do like fighting games quite a bit. I don't watch a lot of Evo, but I've seen enough more Evo than anything else here. They should have had SI, then I would have watched for SI. All right, that might be it. Let's look at all the categories. Yeah, so that was the last one. The blank spots are just, there was nothing there where I knew what was going, like where I knew the options. Like I don't know the esport coaches, I don't know esport teams we here, I don't know the athletes, I don't know the content creators. So I just left certain things blank. But that is my votes for the 2023 video game awards. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll leave a link to the awards site if you yourself want to do your own votes. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Being boy, new with somebody here. Deuces.